top 25 college basketball scoreboard for tonight. And in case you missed it in baseball, since spring training has begun, we'll tell you a little item of news. Manny Machado, won the lottery today as he signed a $300 million contract with the San Diego Padres to play shortstop for the Pods. So, not sure if he deserves it or not, but what the heck, he got it. We're about 12 minutes away from the tip-off. We're going to talk with Dan Benjamin, preview this ball game, talk about both teams, and we'll do all that when we come back here at the Harrington Center just moments before this Heartland Conference quarterfinal matchup when we come back right after this.
Great food and a fun atmosphere. Join your old friends and new at Sunday's Pub on 8582 Winton Road in Finneytown. The month of October marks the 10th anniversary for Sunday's, and they're celebrating. On Mondays is server night. All domestic beers are $1.50. Stop in on Fridays before the game starting at 4 for free appetizers. And when the Bengals are on the road, join Sunday's for a Bengals potluck party. See the Bengals on the big screens at Sunday's. Your taste buds will water when you walk into Sunday's Pub. Sunday's Pub, 8582 Winton Road in Finneytown.
Action. Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool. Not in my house, not anywhere.
Words have consequences, so we're accountable for the things that we say, and words have meaning. And so we have to be careful with the things that we say and be sensitive to others. And so hopefully we can get that across.
For someone like Grant Hill to say, and I believe it's wrong, and I want you to stop doing it, I think is very powerful.
It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people, and you're better than that.
When it comes to homophobic in the sports world, it's come a long way, and I think that people are realizing that you have to respect one another. You have to respect people's values and what they are, because we're not here to judge. And I think it's critical to start the standard for people that are in kindergarten, first, second grade, and it starts with the NBA, because a lot of these people, you look up to the stars, these role models, and kids want to be you. And if they see how you're acting towards this, it definitely will sway a lot of people.
$15,000.
Yes, $15,000.
It's Rocktoberfest at Jake Sweeney Ram Tri-County.
During Ram Power Days, you'll save up to $15,000 on new Ram trucks.
Only at Jake Sweeney Ram Tri-County.
JakeSweeney.com.
Welcome back to the Harrington Center. I'm Dave Mitchell. We are expecting a large crowd here this evening. Probably the biggest one of the year for a women's basketball game alone. They have been giving out T-shirts all night long to the first 100 people that have entered the arena here this evening. And on top of that, they're already gone. They were gone prior to 7 o'clock before we even went on the air. So that tells you just how many people are here this evening at the Harrington Center getting ready for this ball game. Defiance actually was late arriving. Normally you'd like to get to the arena about 2 hours before game time, but they didn't get here till about 6:15 tonight. Not quite sure why. The weather up in Northwest Ohio, not all that bad, although I do know there was some snow in the Indianapolis and Chicago areas today, but it hasn't hit the western part of the state of Ohio yet. So nonetheless, Defiance was a little late getting here today, but they don't seem any worse for wear as they are out on the floor warming up as they're going through their stretches here this evening. Defiance under first-year head coach Alan King Jr. He guided them to a 9-16 record overall this year, 8-10 in the Heartland Conference. That was good enough for fifth place, but their non-conference schedule was not that great. They were 1-6 in the non-conference. They were 4-9 at home this year, but they finished up with a 5-6 road record. As a matter of fact, had it not been for the fact that Defiance lost to Hanover on Saturday, they would have gotten the home court advantage in this game, and the Mount would have had to drive up to Northwest Ohio tonight rather than have it at home, simply because of that 5-6 road record. That was the tiebreaker that would have given Defiance the home court advantage had they ended up tied with Mount St. Joseph. The Yellow Jackets were also 0-1 on a neutral floor this year. They're shooting 35% from the field, 29% from three-point range. They hit 70% of their free throws, and they're grabbing 40 rebounds a contest, which is 9 better than Dan Benjamin's crew here with the Mount. Now, the advantage that the Lions have over them is the fact that they're shooting 37% from the field. They're shooting 4 percentage points higher from three-point range, and they are shooting 2 points higher from the charity stripe. But rebounding is going to be a big key for tonight's ballgame, and defense for the Lions. Defiance, they started out the season 0-5, finally winning on December 8th at Franklin. Then in the next 4 games, they went 2-1 before losing another 4 in a row in 5 of their next 6. Then they took off. They've won 5 of their last 8 ball games. They come in averaging 62.8 points per game in the Heartland and giving up 66.4 on the defensive end. The Lions 14-11, 9-9 under fourth-year head coach Dan Benjamin in his 6th year here with the program. They are 10-4 here at home. They finished up 3-7 on the road and 1-0 on a neutral court. But they've won only 2 of their last 6. However, in those 4 losses, they have come to tournament teams in the Heartland: Hanover, Transy, and Defiance. Defense is the name of the game tonight for the Lions. They need to hold Defiance to under 55 points to win tonight's game and move on into the tournament down in Lexington on Friday. We talked with Dan Benjamin about this game earlier tonight and the game winner by Maddie Haberthy on Saturday afternoon. Dan, before this evening's tournament game, first of all, congratulations on a good season, 14 wins this year. I know you want to keep it going, though.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Dave. Yeah, we want to keep it going. I mean, it'd be nice, one and done right now, and I don't think we've won a tournament game in 15 years, so if we can get tonight's win, that'd be awesome.
I want to talk to you about the last shot from Saturday. Lainey Studer told me before the game when I was interviewing the seniors that she's not afraid to take the last shot, but yet when she got the ball with just under 7 seconds to go, she saw the entire floor and saw Haberthy up there to wide open, as you said, to get her the ball. You got to give her a lot of credit.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we live and die with Lainey at the point, and I've had a couple people over the last few years talk about, she makes a lot of mistakes and turnovers, but what they don't get is looking at the big picture. That girl runs the team. Yeah, you got to live with that and die with that, and she's done a great job. Obviously, her and the other 2 seniors got us to 14 W's this year, so that's important, but she makes good decisions at times, and then there's times she makes bad ones. That one she chose wisely, looked up, saw that 2 girls were in front of her, saw Maddie cutting, and just gave her the rock, and then Maddie finished it off.
I'm not going to ask you about the first game against Defiance because it seems like it was an eternity ago, but the last game that you played, what do you remember most about that ball game?
All the mistakes we made. We made mistake after mistake after mistake. Watching it again today was tough to watch because we made like 5 or 6 mistakes in a row. I don't know what other coaches preach, but I preach if you make a mistake, I can live with that, but you make another mistake on top of it, I can't live with it. And we did that like 3 times during the game, and that's not good. I mean, you're talking about possessions and control and tempo. When you make 4 mistakes in a row 3 different times, that's 12 possessions that have gone. And we can't do that. Obviously, Defiance is going to come in here really disciplined, ready to play. Alan does a great job with them in his first year. He's got them in the tournament, and they very easily could be hosting tonight. I think we've grown into our own over the last 5 or 6 games. We could be 4-2. I think we're 3-3 since we've had a few people leave the team, and we've gelled and come together, and that's important. I think tonight, as you said earlier, Dave, our seniors were nervous as heck for some reason, playing in front of all their family, and I'm like, forget your family. They're there to support you. They're great people, but I think tonight our girls know they just got to play basketball and limit the mistakes, take quality shots, and don't give up easy ones.
Looking at the box score of the first 2 ball games against Defiance, it became apparent that they went extremely deep on their bench. You got to expect that tonight, that they're going to try to really wear you down.
Oh, absolutely. That's been the message since everybody looked at our roster. We're down to 10 and really 7 or 8 playing. Hanover did it to us. They went deep. Earlham tried to do it to us, and it's hard when you're starting 5 and 3 or 4 of the 5 are playing 35 minutes plus. But it is good if we can get some more opportunity out of our bench, and we need them. I said it at the Earlham game. I told them, I said, I wasn't going to put you guys in, and they looked at me after the game. I said, I wanted the seniors to finish it. They deserve it. Those 3 seniors have gotten this program to where it is today, and we talked about it the night before. We went to the tournament their first year with 9 wins, I believe it was. Second year we hit a brick wall, and we went 2-23 and won 1 game in the conference. And all of them, including myself and my student assistant coach there, Josh, said it as well. We were all ready to walk away. That's hard to go through a season like that. But as I told them, I went through what I went through with Lauren, and I went through a tough personal year the year before, and I tried to let them know how important it was not to give up, and they didn't give up. And, bringing in all those kids that we did as sophomores now, it helped, and I'm glad they all came back. And I told them, I said, the seniors are going to finish this out.
And they did.
Yes, they did. They did, and did it in a fashion I didn't expect it to happen. I thought we'd be up at least 11 seconds to go in the game, and we could play a little zone press and use time. And but the last two possessions, one for them and one for us, I really thought there was no defense on the floor.
Good luck tonight, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
Dan Benjamin talking about those seniors. We had them on the pregame show Saturday. Lainey Studer and Brooklyn Sturwald, along with Haley Hudson. Boy, when you look at those three, they have really gone through the gamut and back. And they end up their senior year with the most wins that a Mount women's basketball team has garnered in 15 years, and that was 14. Lainey Studer may be the leader on the floor, but Haley Hudson is the guts and the emotional leader. And then when you look at Brooklyn Sturwald and all she brings to the team from the outside and able to calm things down with her ball handling, those three seniors are going to be sorely missed no matter when this season ends, whether it's tonight, Friday, Saturday, or in the Division III NCAA college basketball tournament. The Lions come into tonight averaging 59.2 points per game offensively in the Heartland. They're giving up 67.5 points per ball game. So the keys for tonight's game for Defiance, they must control the glass and force turnovers and convert those turnovers into points. For the Lions, very simple. It's the same formula that they've been using for the last 10 games. Defense, hold the team under 55 points, and as far as running the offense, they want to be deliberate. They want to shrink this ball game and run the shot clock down as far as they can before they put the ball up. They're only playing with about 7 players off the bench, and boy, when you look at that, Defiance has been going extremely deep tonight. Looks like they're going to play about 11 players here this evening. It's the Mount, the number 4 seed, taking on Defiance, the number 5 seed in the quarterfinals of the Heartland Conference Tournament. I'm Dave Mitchell. The starting lineups and the opening tip-off are coming up next on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
How does the NBA play green? With the help of the Natural Resources Defense Council. Together, we're sweating every part of the NBA experience to keep the environmental footprint small and the excitement big. From solar on the roof to more recycling stations to less wasteful packaging to low-flow water restrooms. It all adds up. Join the Green Team at nba.com/green and nrdc.org/sports.
Ascent Safety Solutions focuses on preventing injuries before they happen. Ascent partners with employers to create a strong safety culture through ongoing safety evaluations, writing and implementing safety policies and procedures, and OSHA-compliant training. Having challenges on the job site, Ascent provides job site inspections, along with temporary and full-time on-site safety staffing across the nation. Ascent Safety Solutions. Together, we can improve lives and reduce claim costs at the same time. Call Tommy Watkins at 513-351-1222. Every day of the week is a party at J-Tap Sports Bar and Grill at 6441 Glenway Avenue. Start with Saturdays, where J-Taps is your official stop for Mount St. Joe's football before and after the game. On Sunday is the NFL Sunday Ticket. See a different game on every screen. And while you're there, check out the great service while enjoying all the different entrees on the J-Taps menu. It's wing night for Monday Night Football. Tuesday is boneless wing night, and Wednesday stop by for gyro night. It's the place to be. Open every day at 11. J-Tap Sports Bar and Grill at 6441 Glenway Avenue in Cincinnati.
The School of Health Sciences at Mount St. Joseph University is a proven leader in healthcare education. The Mount offers bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees in nursing, including a blended online RN to BSN program and the innovative MSN Magellan program. For nearly 100 years, Mount St. Joseph University has produced outstanding healthcare professionals. Learn more at msj.edu/healthsciences.
Tournament basketball time here from the Harrington Center. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dave Mitchell. Good to have you along tonight as we are bringing you the quarterfinals of the Heartland Conference Women's Basketball Tournament. Let's check out the starting lineups. First of all, for the visiting Defiance College Yellow Jackets, 9-16 overall, 8-10 in the Heartland Conference. They are the number 5 seed. They will start at the forward positions. Shelby Stam, number 12, a 5'8 junior, averaging 9.2 points per ball game. She scored 10 against the Lions this year. Lauren Rogers will be at the other forward position. She is a 5'10 junior. She leads the Yellow Jackets in scoring at 10.6 a ball game, but she's averaging 16.5 against the Lions this season. She's number 13. In the middle will be Danielle Carruthers. Carruthers, a 6-foot junior, averaging 8.5 points per ball game. She's number 42. And at the guard positions will be Taylor Day, number 24. She's a 5'8 freshman, averaging 8 points a ball game, 4.5 against the Lions. And at the other guard will be Kaylin Pickens. She is a 5'5 sophomore, averaging 5.5 a ball game. She is number 11. So it will be Day and Pickens at the guard, Stam and Rogers at the forwards, Carruthers in the middle. For Alan King Jr., the head coach of the Yellow Jackets in his first year, he is assisted by Kristen Henning and Erica Huber. Now for the Mount St. Joseph Lions. They will go with their usual starting lineup. At the forwards will be number 12, Haley Hudson, a 5'9 senior, averaging 6.5 points a ball game since her return 10 games ago. She averaged 7 points a ball game in her just one outing against Defiance. That was on February 2nd. Lainey Studer will be at the other forward, number 13, averaging 6 points a ball game against Defiance. She's a 5'7 senior, and Studer is averaging 12 points per ball game on the year. Aaliyah Huff will be the center, number 44 for the Lions. She's a 6-foot sophomore, averaging 6 points a game, 4.5 against Defiance this season. Brooklyn Sturwald is at one guard. She's number 14, averaging 5.5 points per ball game against Defiance and 5 on the season. She is a 5'5 senior. And at the other guard will be the hero from Saturday, Maddie Haberthy, number 23, a 5'5 sophomore, averaging 16.5 against Defiance this year. And she's averaging 15 points a ball game on the season. So it's Hudson and Studer at the forwards, Huff in the middle, Sturwald and Haberthy at the guard positions for Dan Benjamin in his 4th year as head coach here at the Mount. 35 wins against 67 defeats. He is assisted by Kaylee Bush, Kayla Purdy, and his assistant Joshua Cruzel. And Cruzel, just to let you women know out there, is newly shaven. He has gotten rid of the beard. The Lions are in their home gold uniforms with dark blue numerals and yellow trim. And for Defiance, they're in their black uniforms with purple numerals and white trim. Ball in the middle, and the tip is controlled by Defiance in the front court. And Stam has it, and they will start things out. The Lions will be going from left to right across your computer screen. Pickens has got the basketball. Bounce pass on the left-hand side to Carruthers. Now goes to Stam. Back outside, over to Pickens, back outside. Carruthers is going to take the shot, no good. And the rebound comes down to Aaliyah Huff. She'll clear it up the floor into the front court to Maddie Haberthy. Bounce pass to Studer, top of the circle. Left wing, it goes now to Sturwald. Back out to Studer. Studer goes from left to right across the front court. Back over to Haberthy, who dribbles down to the left baseline outside the arc. Now brings it back out to the left wing. Bounce pass over on the left side to Huff. Top of the key, Studer. Studer with 10 on the clock. Studer looking against the man-to-man around a pick by Huff on the run from the free throw line. Got it. Lainey Studer with her first 2 of the ball game gives the Lions a 2-0 lead early in this ball game. 9:05 to go in the first quarter. Pickens with it over on the right-hand side. And it goes to Rogers. Rogers back to Pickens on the left side. Stam puts up a 3-pointer, left wing, good. Shelby Stam gives Defiance the lead at 3-2, 8:45 remaining in the first quarter. Haley Hudson with that shoulder brace on her right shoulder, gets it off to Sturwald. Right corner, it goes to Studer. Now back out front to Haberthy on the right wing to Studer again. Out front to Haberthy. Haberthy dribbles around a pick by Huff, left of the lane, throws it up with the left hand too hard, and the rebound taken down by Taylor Day. Day will clear it up the floor into the front court to the free throw line. Bounce pass on the left-hand side to Rogers. Rogers dumps it underneath the Carruthers, right of the lane, got the ball picked her pocket from Studer. Studer will bring it up the other way, up the left sideline to the free throw line, stops, pops it from 15, off the back iron, no good, and the rebound taken down by Shelby Stam. of Defiance. Gets it off to Pickens. Pickens up the left-hand side to the left-hand arc. Now down to the left baseline. She's going to drive the lane, lay it up around the rim, fell off, and the rebound taken down by Aaliyah Huff again. She'll get it off to Studer, and Studer will bring it up, down by a point, 3-2, 7:50 remaining in this first quarter. With it is Sturwald on the left sideline to Haberthy. Dribbles out between the circles. Now to Studer as they run the wing. Hudson has it on the left-hand side to Huff. Top of the key, Haberthy. Haberthy on the left wing to Sturwald against the man-to-man. Now top of the key to Haberthy. She'll dribble to the right side, and a foul is going to be called on the play, and that will be against Kaylin Pickens. And the first substitution of the ball game for Defiance is made. That's Taylor Haynes. Haynes, a 5'4 sophomore, averaging 2 points per ball game. She comes from Stryker High School, and in case you don't know what they do in Stryker, it's the home of Stridell. They make Etch-a-Sketch. With it is Studer. There's your society report for tonight. With it on the right side, Huff got the ball taken away by Defiance, and that's Stam who picked it up off the floor after it was knocked away by Taylor Day on a good defensive play on the weak side. Haynes brings it up across the timeline to the top of the key, now to Stam. Stam with it, top of the key, put it up the shot, no good, and Lainey Studer grabbed the rebound. Now she'll bring it up on the right-hand side to Hudson. One senior goes to the other, back to Hudson, right of the lane. She'll put up the three, no good, and Haynes will take down the rebound. Haynes now will bring it up from right to left. 6:55 to go. She's going to dribble it on the left-hand side. And the foul is checked at. It's going to be a traveling violation. So a traveling violation called against Defiance. That's the first turnover of the ball game. 6:51 remaining in the first quarter. And it's 3-2. Defiance, as now the offenses have slowed down here early in the game. Studer, left elbow, it goes to Huff, hands it off to Hudson. Hudson on the run, put up the shot, blocked, but she's going to be hit across the arm, and a foul will be called. And that is going to be against Taylor Day, her first. And that's the second against Defiance as a team. Going line right is Hudson, puts it up and in. That's her first point of the ballgame. She came in shooting 87% from the stripe. Day leaves, so does Stam. Into the ball game, Sam Irvin. Second one by Hudson is up, no good, and the rebound taken down by Lauren Rogers. And also into the ball game, Nisha Speed for Defiance. Haynes has it on the right-hand side, and it goes to Rogers. Rogers over to Speed, back over to Rogers. Rogers with it, gets it off top of the circle to Irvin. Irvin gets it to Haynes. Haynes looking for a pick, dribbled it off her foot, goes back and picks it up. Haynes then gets it left baseline to Speed. Speed will put up the shot, got it, and she's going to count is the question. And it will count. So Haynes, they're going to give the bucket to Haynes. Looks like Speed actually is the one that put it up, but they're going to give the bucket to Haynes. That is her first two, shooting 83% from the line, and she cans that one. So the old-fashioned three-point play gives Defiance the lead at 6-3. Into the front court is Hudson. Hudson, left wing from 15, just grazed the front iron. That came down short. And Haynes got the rebound. Lions need to shoot well. Haynes up the floor, threw it right over the head and out of bounds of Shelby Stam. So the turnover gives it back to the Lions. And Alan King, boy, he is substituting frequently here in this first quarter. You can expect that throughout the first three quarters. He's going to want to really beat down the Lions physically in the first three quarters. Into the lane is Mackenzie Markham, throws up a runner, and that one's no good, and the rebound taken down by Defiance. Haynes will come into the front court with the dribble. Haynes hands it off on the right-hand side to Irvin. Irvin drives right of the lane, put up the shot too hard, and Haley Hudson got the rebound for the Lions. Down 6-3, 5:15 to go in this first quarter. Into the front court, Studer. Studer left of the lane. She's going to put up the 18-footer just inside the arc. No good again. And Haynes got the rebound. Lions are right now shooting atrociously from the field. If you take a look at the shooting stats, they're shooting 14% on 1 of 7. Outside Haynes for the long three, drilled it right side. Haynes has got 6, and it's 9-3. Into the front court, Studer. Defiance with the lead. Haberthy right side. Around a pick by Huff. She's going to stop, pop the long, high-arcing three. Spun it in and out off the glass. No good. And the rebound taken down by Lauren Rogers. Rogers will get it up to Haynes into the front court. Haynes between the circles with the right-hand dribble. 4.5 remaining in the quarter. It's been a fast-paced first quarter on the left-hand side. Rogers from 15. Got it from the left elbow. She's got two. Dan Benjamin, hands on hips, trying to decide if he should use a TO. He's waiting for the media timeout, I believe. 11-3 all the way. Studer's going to take it in, put up the shot, no good. Rebound knocked loose, comes down into the hands of Rogers again. She'll clear it up the floor to Haynes, guarded by Studer. Haynes with the right-hand dribble, gets it on the right-hand side to Rogers. Pump fake, she's going to drive right of the lane. Tried to put up the shot, but it was knocked free, and getting the ball is Markham. Markham clears it up the floor to Studer into the front court. Underneath the Huff, all alone, laid it up and in. Huff with her first two. It's 11-5, and the Lions desperately needed that bucket here in this first quarter of play. 3:39 left to go in the quarter. Haynes will walk it across the timeline. By the time she got across the timeline, the 10-second violation was almost there. Rogers should have walked with the ball, but no call. Gets it off to Haynes. Haynes dribbles down to the right baseline. 5-foot floater from the baseline. Got it. Boy, Haynes has come off the bench and scored 8 points, and it's 13-5 Defiance, 3:15 remaining in this first quarter. Studer to Hudson. Hudson around a pick by Huff, all the way to the hole. She lost the handle, and then they're going to call a traveling violation on Hudson. Brooklyn Sturwald coming in, Jaleel Fair-Harris, and also into the ball game for the Lions. As the timeout is called, will be Rachel Moody, but we'll have a timeout, the media timeout, before that happens. 3:07 to go in this first quarter. Your score, Defiance 13, the Mount 5.
The following is a special sports presentation. Need dinner quick for you and the kids? Hit Facebook right now and order from F&N Good Chicken Tenders on 5102 Crookshank Road. Feed the kids, the family. Order a combo for yourself. Eat garden style or feed the peeps. Let the guys at F&N Good Chicken Tenders cater your next get-together, and everyone will thank you. Hand-breaded chicken tenders, homemade sauces, and coleslaw to die for. It's all at F&N Good Chicken Tenders, located at 5102 Crookshank Road. Order now at 451-3000. F&N Good Chicken Tenders. Real chicken, real fast, real good.
Well, Dan Benjamin may have to go a little bit deeper on his bench than he did on Saturday. He brings in Rachel Moody, who did not play on Saturday, the 5'10 freshman. She is into the ball game, taking the place of Haley Hudson. Maddie Haberthy gets a breather in place of Jaleel Fair-Harris, and Mackenzie Markham sits down, and Brooklyn Sturwald is into the ball game. So Moody, Harris, Sturwald, Studer, and Huff are on the floor for the Lions. Defiance has got Day. Pickens is back into the ball game. Irvin is on the floor. She has the basketball right now for Defiance. Hands it off on the right-hand side to Liz Martin. Martin gets it back off to Pickens inside the lane. Stops, looks underneath. She's going to put up the 5-footer off that glass, hang on the front iron, and it'll drop. Kaylin Pickens with her first two, and it's 15-5. Defiance has opened up a 10-point lead. They may have been late getting here, but they're ready to play ball, folks. Top of the key, Studer. Studer to the left elbow. Back to Huff on the right side. Drives the lane. Put it up. No. Huff got it back. Got it blocked away. Ball loose on the floor, and it's picked off by Defiance by Ashley Lee. Lee gets it off to Pickens. Up the floor to the free throw line on the left-hand side. It goes to Taylor Day. Day puts up the shot, no good, and Harris got the rebound. Jaleel will bring it up from left to right, all the way to the line to the lane. Throws up the 12-foot floater off the glass, good. Jaleel Fair-Harris with two, and it's 15-7, 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Long shot from the right side by Liz Martin, put it up, no good. Rebound off the foot and out of bounds of Taylor Day, and it will go back to the Lions on the turnover. Haberthy and Hudson will come back in. Leaving is Aaliyah Huff, and Lainey Studer will get a breather. Dan Benjamin's going to have to do that. It's going to be a chess match for the first three quarters, because Alan King of Defiance is going to run players in and out and try to just beat down the Lions physically in the first three periods. With it is Harris. Right of the circle. Goes to Hudson, back to Haberthy, over to Hudson, top of the key. Haberthy for the three. Missed everything, and it goes out of bounds back to Defiance. Since this is a tournament game, you've got 4 officials here tonight, 3 on the floor and 1 is the alternate. Haberthy is going to leave the ball game now, and Laney Studer will come in immediately. 1:39 remaining in this first quarter. 15-7, Defiance with the lead. Pickens on the right-hand side, and it goes to Day. Day gets it back over on the left baseline to Pickens. Back out front, Irvin. Irvin with it at the left wing, top of the key. To Lee. Lee back outside to Liz Martin for the long three. Boy, she has no range at all. She just, anywhere over midcourt, she pops it up. Missed it, and the rebound taken down by Studer up the floor to Sturwald. Top of the key, Studer. Studer on the left-hand side to Fair Harris. Now back over on the right of the lane to Hudson. Back to Harris. Laid it up. Missed the layup. She was wide open. And the rebound taken down by Defiance. They clear it off to Liz Martin. Martin will bring it into the front court. Martin with it in the back court. Now gets it over on the right-hand side to Day. Day will drive inside the lane. Back over to Irvin on the give and go. Laid it up and in. Sam Irvin with her first two, and it's a 10-point Defiance lead again, 17-7. Studer between the circles with a right-hand dribble. Now to Hudson, right of the circle at the right elbow. Hands it off to Harris. Harris with it inside the arc at the right wing, down to the right baseline. Back out front to Hudson. Hands it back off to Harris again. 12 on the shot clock. Left-hand side, it goes to Studer. Studer with the basketball between the circles. Gets it back over on the left-hand side. Now top of the key, Hudson. Ball blocked out of the air by Irvin. She'll lead the pack up the floor, lays it up and in. Irvin's got 4 on her first block shot. 3 seconds to go. Studer the other way. Clears it off to Sturwald at the buzzer. Will it count? No. And that is the end of the first quarter of play here from the Harrington Center. And it's been all Defiance in this first quarter. Your score at the end of 1. It is Defiance 19 and the Lions 7.
Life should be enjoyed, so get up and start. At Iron Sharpens Iron Personal Training, they develop a healthy relationship with you and provide a positive, encouraging environment to train. The staff at Iron Sharpens Iron will set up a personal training system that fits you and you alone. And your first session is free. Are you ready to have fun and get in shape? Iron Sharpens Iron serves the greater Cincinnati area. Check them out at isi-pt.com. That's isi-pt.com. Or call them today at 513-748-1538. Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community. Open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10.
Well, the Lions are shooting only 18% from the field, 3 of 16, while Defiance 50-50, 8 of 16 from the field. And that's why Defiance is up by 12 right now, heading into the second quarter, 19-7. Haberthy with the basketball on the right wing as we open up the second quarter of play, and the Mount has the basketball. With it is Studer. Dribbles down on the right side to Hudson. Right wing three, no good, but Huff grabbed the rebound and then dropped it out of bounds. Turnovers even at 3 apiece. Rebounds headed towards Defiance, 13-8. But Mount has the only offensive rebound, and that's 1. Leaving the ball game now is Irvin. So Irvin out of the contest. And back into the ball game is Stam. Haynes is also into the ball game, along with Carruthers. With it on the right-hand side is Rogers. Rogers with it. Gets it over on the left-hand side to Day. Now back over to Haynes, top of the circle. Haynes looking against the Lions' man-to-man defense. Bounce pass on the left-hand side to Stam. Stam back out top of the key. Putting up the three-pointer and putting it in is Rogers. And Dan Benjamin says, I've got to take a timeout here. So it's timeout taken by the Lions. 9:06 to go in this first half. It's Defiance 22, the Mount 7.
Stay up to date with all your sports information on UltimateSportsTalk.com. Mount St. Joseph University and Roger Bacon High School sports. Talk about the Cincinnati Reds and Cleveland Indians on the Ohio Baseball Weekly Show every Monday night at 9 during the baseball season. Minute-by-minute scores, opinion articles, stories from the pros, college, and high school levels, including the WWE, MMA, and UFC. Increase your workout level and tickets to any sporting event, all in one spot. Check out UltimateSportsTalk.com every day for your sports fix. Ascent Safety Solutions focuses on preventing injuries before they happen. Ascent partners with employers to create a strong safety culture through ongoing safety evaluations, writing and implementing safety policies and procedures, and OSHA-compliant training. Having challenges on the job site? Ascent provides job site inspections, along with temporary and full-time on-site safety staffing across the nation. Ascent Safety Solutions. Together, we can improve lives and reduce claim costs at the same time. Call Tommy Watkins at 513-351-1222.
Well, the Lions are shooting so badly, time for me to change scoring pencils. 9:06 to go in this first half. Defiance leads at 22-7, and it's mainly because they're shooting 53% from the field, while the Lions shooting 17%. With the top of the circle is Hudson. Bounce pass to Huff on the right side. It goes to Hudson. She's going to drive right in the lane, put it up, and it's blocked away by Rogers, but she also knocked Hudson to the floor, and it's on that right shoulder of hers. Got knocked to the floor, but she gets up, adjusts the brace, and now we'll go to the free throw line. Rogers with her first personal foul. That is the first against Defiance as a team here in this second quarter of play. Hudson puts it up, and it's off the side iron, no good. Haley came in shooting 87% from the free throw line on 9 of 12 coming in 10 games. The second one is up and good. Tonight, she is 2 for 4 for 2 points. 22-18, Lions down by 14. Defiance with the lead in the ball. Haynes into the front court. Bounce pass over to Taylor Day, right wing, dribbles up inside the key. Back outside to Rogers. She'll put it up from 12 on the right baseline. Good. Rogers has got 7, Haynes has got 8, and Stam has 3. And that's where you're at right now. With it on the right side is Studer. Studer looking on the right-hand side with the left-hand dribble around a pick by Huff to the right elbow. Top of the key, Hudson. Hudson looking underneath. Can't find anyone. Now back out front to Studer. Over to Markham, sideline left. Dribbles up top side to Huff. Down into the left corner to Sturwald. Sturwald left of the lane. Now backs it out to the left wing. Underneath to Huff. Posting inside. Kicked it away, and the ball knocked free, and it will be picked up by Defiance's Danielle Carruthers. Fourth turnover of the ball game against the Mount. Haynes will bring it the other way. We're under 8 minutes to go in the half. On the left-hand side, Stam. Stam dribbles to the free throw line. Out front, Rogers. Now over on the left-hand side to Day. Back out front to Carruthers. Bounce pass to Stam. Stam at the left wing to the free throw line. Top of the key is Rogers, and she walked with the ball. Took one extra step before dribbling. Gives the ball back to the Lions. Down by 16, 24-8. Studer off to Hudson. Hudson dribbles left-hand side down to the left baseline. Now back out front to the wing with the right hand. Top of the key, Studer for the long three. Off the back iron. Bounced high. Rebound, Huff. Huff fell to the floor. Got the ball knocked free and out of bounds. And it will say that it went off of Huff and give it back to Defiance. Boy, nothing else can go wrong tonight for the Lions. They are not getting any breaks at all. And I'm not talking about officiating. It's just the way the shots are not falling tonight. Top of the key, Carruthers. Carruthers goes on the left wing to Haynes. She's going to dribble down to the left baseline. Spins inside the lane from the block. Back out front, Rogers pulls up from 15. Right elbow, no good. And the rebound taken down by Studer. Laney will bring it up on the run. Kicks it off to Brooklyn Sturwald. And a foul will be called from behind on Defiance. And that is on Lauren Rogers, her second. And that's the second against Defiance as a team. 6:59 remaining. Into the ball game now for Defiance, Ashley Lee, the 5'9" senior, averaging 3 a game. And leaving with those 2 fouls is Lauren Rogers. And now the official wants to go over to the scorer's table, make sure everything is hunky-dory over there. I believe they're checking the time on the game clock. Right now it's at 6:59. Jackets leading at 24-8. Men's tournament's not getting underway until Friday, by the way. Now the clock's completely off. Yeah, we may be here a while now. Clock is completely shut off. But what I was telling you was the men's tournament not getting underway until Friday over at Hanover, and that's because Rose Hulman has got exams, finals this week. So they put it off until Friday. The quarterfinals will be held in Hanover on Friday. Then the semis on Saturday and the final on Sunday at 2. Inbounds pass. Sturwald had the ball taken away by Pickens. Pickens brings it up against Studer. Stops, pops it from 5. Missed it. Rebound knocked around. Pickens got her own rebound. Throws it back up. Air ball. And the ball's pulled out of the air by Defiance. Lee got it back outside to Rogers. Put it up. Stam. No good. And the rebound taken back again down by Taylor Day. Day off to Pickens, off to Irvin on the left-hand side. Now to Stam. Stam out top of the key to Day for 3 around the rim. Nope, and the rebound pulled away by Haley Hudson. Clears it off to Studer into the front court. Lions down by 16. Gets it off to Hudson. Hudson dumps it off underneath the Huff. Back outside to Sturwald. Now to Hudson. Lobs it underneath the Huff. Huff into the lane. Turnaround right-hand hook shot from 5. Got it. Aaliyah Huff has her 4th point of the ball game. Came in averaging 6, scoring 4.5 against Defiance this year. She's got 4, and it's 24-10. Irvin on the right side. Pickens the point guard. Gets it off top of the key to Stam. She'll drive the lane. Ran right into Sturwald. They're going to call a block on Brooklyn Sturwald. Well, I don't know how much more you can stand there and do nothing than Brooklyn did, and it'll be a block called against Brooklyn. That is her first, and the first against the Lions here in the second quarter. Pickens will put it in play right of her own bucket. Pickens looking, bounce pass underneath, knocked away and out of bounds by Mackenzie Markham. They tried to go on a backdoor to Stam, but Markham read it perfectly and knocked it away. Ball will stay with Defiance. They'll just move it over to the left side of the bucket. Pickens will put it in. Pickens looking, bounce pass comes inside now to Stam. Stam back outside to Irvin, now to Day. Day dribbles down to the right baseline, back out front to Lee. Lee, long 3, right wing, no good off the front iron, and the rebound goes out of bounds. And it will go to Mount St. Joseph. Into the ball game now, Nisha Speed. Speed checks in, and sitting down will be Taylor Day. Brooklyn Sturwald gets a breather for the Mount, and Maddie Haberthy will make an appearance here in the second quarter. Studer will bring it across from left to right into the front court. Studer with it on the right wing down to the baseline. Tried to throw up a shot, blocked away by Pickens. Studer got it back over on the left wing to Markham for 3. No good off the front iron. Studer's going to chase it down. Tries to save it in bounds. Knocked out of bounds by Speed, and it will go back to the Mount. Shot clock will remain at 28 seconds. Markham will put it in play just to the left of the Defiance bench in the front court. Markham inbounds the ball to Studer, and Defiance falls back into the man-to-man. With it is Studer between the circles, now to Hudson. Hudson dribbles over to the left-hand side, now to the top of the key, over the right side of the circle to Haberthy. Haberthy now to the left side of the circle. Maddie with it, bounce pass out to Hudson. Hudson gets a bounce pass to Huff, left of the lane. Got the ball knocked free, and a foul will be called again on Defiance, and that will be against Sam Irvin, her first. And that's the third against Defiance with 5:01 remaining in the quarter. 24-10, Defiance with the lead. Inbounds pass made to Maddie Haberthy. Out near the top of the circle. Now to Studer on the left wing. Markham for 3. No good again. And the rebound taken down by Nisha Speed. Speed will get it up the floor to Pickens all the way into the hole. She'll stop it, pop it from 5. Got it. Pickens has got 4. The Lions just cannot throw anything in the ocean. Huff, right baseline, back out to Studer, right corner. She's going to throw up the floater from 10. Hit the iron, no. Studer knocked it back outside, but it comes into the hands of Speed. Speed will grab it in the backcourt, get it off to Pickens, and Defiance will bring it up the floor, leading by 16. Pickens, top of the key. Bounce pass on the left-hand side to Stam. Stam dumps it off into the lane to Irvin. She'll put up the move and put it up the scoop shot, up and in. Irvin has got 6, and it's 28-10 Defiance. Hudson on the right-hand side to Huff. Gets it off to Haberthy. Haberthy around a pick by Huff, out front to Markham. Markham to the free throw line, stops, gets it over in the left corner to Studer for 3, got it! And after that shot, Laney just took a big sigh of relief, like finally. Then up the floor is Day, and she fell down and out of bounds, and the ball will go back to the Lions. Down by 15, 28-13 your score. Defiance on top of it with 3:49 left in the quarter. Pickens out, Haynes in. Boy, if the Lions could manage to pull this thing to within 10 or maybe even single digits, they could look at themselves in the locker room and say, boy, did we just dodge a bullet. Markham, sideline right, off to Studer, underneath the Huff. Huff, one dribble, up off the glass and rimming in on the right side. Aaliyah Huff, I don't think Defiance can guard her down low. She's got 6, and it's 28-15, 3:25 remaining. It is a 13-point lead. On the left side is Irvin. Irvin shuffled the feet. No call in the put it up on the left side, and it is good. Irvin just walked from Terre Haute to Defiance, and no call. That is 8 points on the night for Irvin, and Defiance uses a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Makes the score 30-15 with 3:17 left to go in this first half of action. Coming up this weekend, the baseball and softball teams are going to get things going here for the Mount. The baseball team opens up Saturday in Berea, Kentucky with a doubleheader, and then Sunday they're playing at the Florence Freedom Stadium, and that is against Otterbein in another doubleheader. The softball team gets underway Saturday. They are going to Montgomery, Alabama for a couple of weeks to play some games. They're going to be playing Dallas College. That'll be coming up on Saturday as they open things up. So spring is not far behind. Reds and Indians are in Goodyear for training camp now. Bringing it the other way is Studer. On the left-hand side, Hudson. Hudson around a pick by Huff, right side of the lane. Back out to Haberthy. Dribbles inside the lane with the left hand. Throws it up off the glass and rim. No. Rebound taken down by Haberthy, and Haberthy was out of bounds when she grabbed the ball. Tried to put her feet in bounds as she was out of bounds, but couldn't get there in time. And it's 30-15. Defiance leads it with just under 3 minutes to go in this first half. With it is Haynes on the right-hand side. Now goes to Liz Martin. Martin, who's back into the ball game. Top of the key, Day. Day gets it back around a pick by Carruthers. Inside the lane to Haynes. Back underneath to Carruthers. Right side, bladed up and in. Carruthers with her first two, 32-15. Lions down by 17 again. Right baseline, Haberthy underneath the Huff. Huff inside the lane. Turnaround shot won't go. Rebound Carruthers, and over the top is Huff. That is her first personal. And the second against the Lions as a team. And that'll bring in Rachel Moody as Huff picks up the foul. Looked like she got fouled on the shot, and then the frustration of Huff to miss the shot put it right back into the foul territory. Haynes will bring it up across the timeline. Now the Lions have fallen back into a 2-3 zone defense. With it on the left-hand side is Liz Martin. Martin with it, dumps it off left baseline to Irvin. Tried to get a pass outside, and it was knocked away and out of bounds. .204 remaining to go. Jackets on top of it, 32-15. Liz Martin will put the ball in play as Defiance, again, doing a lot of substitution here tonight. Shelby Stam back into the ball game. Putting it in play, Martin in the front court, inbounds it near the center circle to Haynes. Back over to Martin, top of the key, Haynes. Haynes with it, left of the lane, put it up from 12, got it. Boy, Defiance is just firing up shots and getting them wide open. Studer, left of the circle, put up the three, got it. Laney's got 8, and it's 34-18. The Lions down by 16, minute 40 to go. Into the front court, Haynes. Haynes on the left-hand side to Liz Martin. Boy, she has absolutely no range whatsoever. She just pops it from wherever she is, but she faked that shot. Gets it off to Haynes. Back outside to Stam, and Stam drilled it from the outside. Stam got the bucket, making it 37-18. She's got 6 in the ball game. With it is Hudson, back out to Studer for 3, left wing, no good, and the rebound taken down by Defiance. They lead it by 19 with 1:10 to go in this first half. Haynes will bring it up. They got here late, but they're ready to play. Haynes, top of the key. Looked left, looked right, threw up the three-pointer, no good. Defiance got the rebound. Irvin got it into the left corner to Stam for 3 again. No good, and the rebound, the Lions will let it go out of bounds, and they'll get the ball back. Pickens into the ball game, and Day for Defiance. Martin and Haynes will leave. Mackenzie Markham will leave the ball game for the Lions. And back into the contest, Brooklyn Sturwold. 50 seconds to go in this first half. Haberthy down by 19 with the basketball. Gets it right of the circle to Hudson. Hudson top of the key with a left-hand dribble. Now to Studer. Looked for the 3, but decides against it. Right side to Moody. Top of the key, Studer. Studer kicks it off to Moody. Moody, 1 dribble. Top of the key, Hudson. Over on the right wing, Studer. Boy, Defiance's defense is smothering. They are covering everything. Studer's going to drive the lane. Kick it out to Sturwall. Put up the 3, partially blocked. Pulled out of the air on the play by Day. Day will bring it up. 20 seconds to go. Into the lane. Kicks it back out to Pickens. Shot clock is off, and Alan King says, let's just hold it for 1. 37-18 Defiance. Pickens with it between the circles. 8 seconds to go in the half. Bounce pass. On the right-hand side to Lee. Lee gets it back out to Stam for 3. Right wing, got it at the buzzer. Stam's got 9 in the ball game, and at the half, Defiance leads it by 22. It is Defiance 40, Mount St. Joseph 18. We'll be back to bring you the sad story of this first half of action from the Harrington Center when we return after this.
Everyone loves pizza. But when people who love to serve their family recipes come together with people who really love to enjoy them, that's when the magic happens. That's the recipe for happy. Now, who's hungry? La Rosa's Family Pizzeria. The recipe for happy.
Order La Rosa's Pizza now at 347-1111.
What is power? It's loyalty to the game. Power inspires. Power unifies. Power never quits. Power makes the impossible possible in rising to the top. We are the Americans, and we are power.
Well, before the game, you kind of wondered which Lions team was going to show up, and so far, it has been the bad one. They are down by 22 here at the half, 40-18. I'm Dave Mitchell. Stat Story is next here on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
169.
Yes, 169.
It's Rocktoberfest at Jake Sweeney Jeep, Tri-County.
During Jeep Adventure Days, lease the all-new Cherokee Latitude for only $169 a month.
Only at Jake Sweeney Jeep, Tri-County.
JakeSweeney.com.
This Mount St. Joseph basketball broadcast is made possible by J-Tap Sports Bar at 6441 Glenway Avenue, the Mount St. Joseph University, Effin' Good Chicken Tenders. Call now to order at 513-451-3000. Jake Sweeney Auto at JakeSweeney.com. And La Rosa's Pizza on Rapid Run Road. Call 513-347-1111. Please let these sponsors know you heard their name on Mount St. Joseph broadcast on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Well, the Lions are down here in the first half of action after a blistering performance from the field by Defiance. They are shooting from the field 51.5% on 17 of 33, and they're 5 of 14 from three-point range. We'll go over the stats here in a little bit, but right now let's take a look at the Division I college basketball scoreboard from men's basketball. Boy, a defensive struggle going on in Indiana, where 15th-ranked Purdue is tied up with the Hoosiers at halftime at 20 apiece. Very low-scoring game in that one. Ohio Ohio is losing big to 25th-ranked Buffalo, 63-35. 15 minutes left to go in that contest, but for all intents and purposes, that thing is over. Tennessee trying to come back after their blistering loss to Kentucky on Saturday. They are up by 4 over Vanderbilt with 17.5 left to go in the ballgame, 36-32. Elsewhere tonight, going on here in just a little bit, they'll get the tip-off going on between Baylor and Iowa State. Maryland will be going to Iowa. Florida State is at Clemson, and Kentucky at 9 o'clock tonight will be playing Mizzou, and that game will be televised on ESPN. Defiance leading it right now, 40-18. The winner moves on. The loser goes home. And right now, the Lions are down by 22. We'll take a look at the stats after this.
In a world where cancer is almost a daily part of the news, one cancer isn't heard about enough. Oral cancers are increasing in the U.S., and as in my own case, most people know little about them. Like many, I thought that this was a cancer that impacted much older people who had used tobacco most of their lives. While that's still a problem, the fastest growing segment of the people developing oral cancers are young non-smokers. A very common virus, one responsible for the vast majority of cervical cancers, is now identified as a cause of this rapid rise in oral cancers. Thankfully, in a fast, inexpensive, and painless visual and tactile screening, a medical or dental professional can often identify early-stage disease. So please, the next time you visit your dentist or your medical doctor, ask for this simple screening. Finding oral cancer in its earliest stages may save your life.
Every day of the week is a party at J-Tap Sports Bar and Grill at 6441 Glenway Avenue. Start with Saturdays, where J-Taps is your official stop for Mount St. Joe's football before and after the game. On Sunday is the NFL Sunday Ticket. See a different game on every screen. And while you're there, check out the great service while enjoying all the different entrees on the J-Taps menu. It's wing night for Monday Night Football. Tuesday is boneless wing night, and Wednesday stop by for gyro night. It's the place to be. Open every day at 11. J-Tap Sports Bar and Grill at 6441 Glenway Avenue in Cincinnati.
Well, sixth-seeded, Bluffton is leading third-seeded Hanover right now in the other women's tournament game, 37-34 at the half. But here, Defiance is blowing out Mount St. Joseph 40-18, the number 5 seed over the number 4 seed. Now, the men's tournament is getting underway on Friday, and of course, normally they have the quarterfinals on Tuesday night, then the semis on Friday, and the championship game on Sunday, but they've moved everything to this weekend. The quarterfinals will be played on Friday night at Transylvania, and at 6 o'clock, Anderson will be playing Bluffton. And then at 8 o'clock, Franklin goes up against Rose-Hulman. Now, Saturday, Hanover plays the winner of the Anderson-Bluffton game. And then at 7 o'clock on Saturday night, Transylvania plays the winner of the Franklin-Rose game. And then the championship game will be held Sunday afternoon, and that will be at 2 o'clock. All of that happening, of course, at Hanover. Told you this during the game, but we'll give you another rundown of it. The men's baseball team and the women's softball team will be getting underway this weekend. Their regular seasons start. The baseball team is going to open up Saturday in Berea, Kentucky with a doubleheader at 1 and 4 o'clock. And then Sunday, same times in Florence at the Freedom Stadium against Otterbein in a doubleheader. That'll be their first home games of the season. Now, as far as the softball team is concerned, they are heading down to Montgomery, Alabama, where they are going to be down there for a couple of weeks, and they're going to be playing some softball down there. They open up on Saturday, and that'll be at 1 o'clock. Actually, it's a noon start time down in Alabama, but they're an hour behind us, so it'll be a 1 o'clock game here, and that is against Dallas Community College. So that is the schedule for the softball and baseball team. And keep in mind, we're going to be doing some softball and some baseball this spring here on UltimateSportsTalk.com. Your score here at the half, Defiance leading it by 22, 40-18. I'm Dave Mitchell. We'll be back to take a look at more stats right after this timeout.
Life should be enjoyed, so get up and start. At Iron Sharpens Iron Personal Training, they develop a healthy relationship with you and provide a positive, encouraging environment to train. The staff at Iron Sharpens Iron will set up a personal training system that fits you and you alone, and your first session is free. Are you ready to have fun and get in shape? Iron Sharpens Iron serves the greater Cincinnati area. Check them out at isi-pt.com. That's isi-pt.com. Or call them today at 513-748-1538.
These tragedies have to stop. There must be accountability. Black, white, brown. We are one. We are one. One. We will not stick to sports. We will not shut up and dribble. This is bigger than basketball. Change can be uncomfortable. Change is necessary. We need to talk. We need to act. We matter. We must unite. Say his name, Stephon Clark. Stephon Clark. We must unite.
Boy, this first half has been ugly for the Lions, and that is to say the least. Defiance shooting 51.5% from the field. They shot 50% in the first quarter, 52.9% in the second quarter. For that entire first half, they shot 17 of 33 from the field, 5 of 14 from three-point range, and they were 1 of 1 from the charity stripe. Defiance grabbed 24 rebounds in the first half, 4 of them offensive. They had 11 assists, so they are moving the basketball extremely well. They had 4 steals, 2 block shots, just 5 turnovers, and committed 5 personal fouls for their 40 points in the ball game. As far as the Lions as a team is concerned, they are really doing nothing offensively. They were 7 of 29 from the field in that first half. They shot 19% in the first quarter and 31% in the second quarter. So they improved a little bit. They were 3 of 16 in the first, 4 for 13 in the second, but overall just 24% from the field in the first half of action. You know that's got to improve, and if it doesn't, well, then the season is over tonight. 2 of 12 from three-point range. They were 2 for 4 from the charity stripe. They grabbed only 14 rebounds in the first half. That was 10 less than Defiance did. They grabbed 3 offensive rebounds of those 14. They had only 4 assists in the first half, folks. 4 assists in the first half. That was 7 less than Defiance had. They had only 1 steal, 1 block shot, committed 6 turnovers in the ball game for the 18 points. Lions were led by Lainey Studer with 8 points. That's it. 8 points in 20 minutes. She actually got a breather, but it didn't even register a minute. That's why they kept her at 20 minutes here in the second half. Aaliyah Huff has got 6, and then 2 points each to Haley Hudson and Jaleel Fair-Harris. Brooklyn Sturwald, Maddie Haberthy, Mackenzie Markham, and Rachel Moody did not score in the first half. Markham was 0 for 3, Haberthy 0 for 4, Sturwald 0 for 2, and Haley Hudson was actually 0 for 4 from the field, but she hit 2 for 4 from the free throw line for her 2 points. Leading the way for Defiance is Taylor Haynes. She has got 10 points in that first half of action, and then 9 points going to Shelby Stam, 7 points to Lauren Rogers, and then 2 points, or check that, 8 points off the bench to Sam Irvin, and then 2 points down the stretch to Kayla Pickens. Danielle Carruthers, Liz Martin also had 2 points in the first half of action. It was 19-7 at the end of the first quarter. Defiance outscored the Mount 21-11 in the second quarter, and that's why they lead it by 22. Now, if the Lions could cut this thing in half heading into the fourth quarter of action, they'd have a shot. But they've really got to cut into this lead going into the fourth quarter. And I mean, not something that where it's 15 or 16 points. They've got to have it down somewhere close to 10 and be at least a little energetic going into the fourth quarter about having an opportunity to win. Right now, they are looking up at the scoreboard and finding themselves down by 22 here in the ball game, and that is not a recipe to come back in a contest like this one. Defiance just got right off the bat and started hitting shots. They came off the bus and started hitting everything that they were throwing up in the first half of action, and it has taken them to a 22-point lead, 40-18 Defiance over the Mount. I'm Dave Mitchell. Second half action is next on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
This Mount St. Joseph basketball broadcast is made possible by the Wishbone Tavern on Delhi Avenue. Iron sharpens iron. Call now at 513-383-9773. Sunday's Pub at 8582 Winton Road. Ascent Safety Solutions. Call 513-351-1222. And the Mount St. Joseph University. Please let these sponsors know you heard their name on Mount St. Joseph broadcast on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Hello. Yes. Can I ask a few questions about the apartment on Park Street?
What was your name?
My name is Juan Hernandez.
It's been rented.
Who is gone? Hello, my name is Sanjay Kumar. I am calling about the apartment on Park Street.
It's not available.
Not available?
Hello, my name is Tyrone Washington. I'm calling about the apartment on Park Street.
Just been rented.
Hello, I am Chen Ling. My name is Khalid bin Ali. I'm Tuan Vo.
Hello, my name is Moshe Goldberg.
I use a wheelchair. It's gone. Not available. All right. Thank you.
Yes, hello, my name is Graham Wellington. I'm calling about the apartment for rent on Park Street. Is that still available?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Really?
Housing discrimination is illegal. If you think you've been a victim because of your race, color, national origin, sex, religion, disability, or family status, call us. Fair housing. It's not an option. It's the law.
Well, the Lions come out to start the second half of play here with Haberthy, Studer, Hudson, Sturwald, and Huff. And for Defiance, they've got their original starting five: Day, Carruthers, Stam, Rogers, and Pickens. Defiance will have the basketball to open up the second half of action. Putting it in play will be Taylor Day. Lions now will be going from right to left across your computer screen as we wait for the clock to count down the rest of the halftime festivities. There's the buzzer, and now we can get this thing underway as the officials check with everybody. Everybody's set, and second half action is underway now from the Harrington Center. Defiance with the basketball. Pickens guarded by Sturwald. Lions start out in a man-to-man on the right-hand side to Rogers. Rogers gets it underneath on a nice play to Taylor Day, laid it up and in. Day makes it 42-18. Not exactly what the Lions needed to happen right there. Hudson with it on the right-hand side. Studer dribbles up top of the circle, now to Haberthy. Bounce pass right of the lane. It goes to Huff. Huff looked from 15 but didn't take it. Off to Haberthy, right of the circle for three. Got it. Maddie Haberthy with her first bucket of the evening. It's a three, and it's 42-21. Lions down by 21. Pickens carried the basketball, pinned it against her hip, and then started dribbling again, and that's a double dribble. So the turnover gives it back to the Lions, down 42-21. Haberthy in the front court, gets it off to Sturwald. Sturwald right side to Hudson, now sideline right. Studer dribbles up right of the circle, back out between the circles to Haberthy, bounce pass to the right elbow. Huff, top of the key. Studer for the top of the key three, around the rim, nope, and the rebound taken down immediately by Carruthers. Carruthers gets it up the floor to Pickens. Pickens now on the left-hand side to Stam. Stam goes back out to Pickens to the right elbow, kicks it off on the right side to Day, around the horn on the left-hand side to Stam. Stam inside the lane. Boy, I'll tell you one thing. They are letting Carruthers get away with so many walks tonight. She could make it all the way to Terre Haute. And then they call Sturwald for a carry. Evidently, they have not read the rule book lately on walking, but they certainly have on dribbling. With it is Pickens. Top of the circle. Bounce pass. Stolen away by Huff. Gets it back off to Sturwald. Sturwald up the floor to Studer. Studer stops, lobs it underneath the Huff. Right of the lane. Back out to Studer, left baseline. Kicks it off to Huff, left of the lane. Huff, top of the key, Hudson. Hudson with the basketball, 8:20 remaining in the third quarter. Haberthy around a pick by Huff, left of the lane. Now crossover dribble, and she's going to be fouled on the play by Lauren Rogers, and that will be her third. Rogers picks up her third, first of the third quarter. Into the ball game is Ashley Lee. Lee played in the first half but didn't score. Rogers sat most of the first half because she was in foul trouble. Now she's got 3. Top of the key, Haberthy off the inbounds. Back outside to the right of the front court to Hudson. Hudson with it, looking underneath. Now the Lions are going to go 1-4 high. Over to Haberthy on the left side. Now to Sturwald. Out front's Hudson. Sideline right, Studer. Studer going to kick a pass over to Haberthy. Lost it out near the timeline. 9 on the shot clock. Back to Studer. Studer around a pick by Huff. Throws it up on the run. No good. Rebound comes down to Pickens, and a foul will be called on Studer. And that's about the cheapest foul you're going to find. That was one of those where you could have just let it go, but Studer gets hit with her first and the first team foul against the Lions there in the third. Full court pressure now put on by Mount St. Joseph, but Pickens breaks it easy. Dribbles right into a double team near the half court stripe. Looking, got the ball knocked free, but picked off the floor by Day. Day with it out near the timeline. She's double teamed again, and now gets it over on the left-hand side. Lions are really scrambling on the defense. With it is Day, and the crowd is screaming because the fact that Stam stepped out of bounds and the official never saw it standing 5 feet from it. Putting it in play, Defiance. 9 on the shot clock. Left-hand side, it goes to Stam. Stam, bounce pass underneath. The ball goes through the hands of Defiance and out of bounds, and they'll say the Mount touched it last. Well, both teams came out ready to play in this second half, but the officials have not. Putting it in play, Pickens. Inbounds pass goes to Day. Day back outside, and the shot clock is going to expire. Turnover gives it back to the Lions. They're down by 21. And coming into the ball game will be Sam Irvin for Defiance, and leaving the contest will be Danielle Carruthers. 7:14 remaining in this third quarter, 42-21. Studer kicks it back to Hudson, who will bring it across. Over to Studer, right side, left side of the front court to Haberthy. Bounce pass right of the lane to Huff. Huff back out to Haberthy, top of the key to the right side. Drives all the way to the hole. Laid it up, no good. And the rebound taken down by Defiance and Shelby Stam. Stam picks up the dribble in the backcourt, gets it off to Irvin, and she'll bring it across the timeline. Now on the right-hand side, it goes to Day. Day right of the front court, 17 on the clock. Back out to Pickens. Pickens with the basketball, top of the key. Bounce pass stolen away by Hudson. Hudson length of the floor all the way for the layup. Up and in. Hudson with 4 in the ball game. It's 42-23, a 19-point Defiance lead. But they're having problems with this scrambling defense. It's just a question of how long can the Lions play this kind of defense with nobody on the bench. And coming up the floor, a bump foul is going to be called by Brooklyn Sturwald, or on Brooklyn Sturwald, excuse me. That is her second. Haynes into the ball game now. Taylor Haynes, 10 points in the first half, checks in. Pickens will leave. Day will put it in play near midcourt. Inbounds it into the center circle to Haynes. Haynes with it between the circles, looking things over. 20 on the shot clock. Gets a pass on the right-hand side to Day to the free throw line, guarded by Studer. Bounce pass out to Irvin. Now gets a pass over to Haynes. Haynes dropped the basketball. Ball loose, picked up now by Irvin. Sideline left. Kicks it off into the corner for Day for 3. Drilled it. Boy, every loose ball, every shot that is questionable has gone in tonight for Defiance. Day with 5, and it's 45-23. Huff got the ball stolen away by Day. Day will bring it up from left to right into the front court, up the floor, and over the head and out of bounds of Defiance's Ashley Lee, and the turnover will give it back to the Lions. 22-point Defiance lead. Exactly where we were at halftime. Haberthy, left of the front court to Sturwald, now over on the right-hand side to Studer. Lobs a pass underneath to Hudson. Hudson put up the shot, no, and now they're going to say Hudson went up and down, and that's an impossible call. She never even left the feet. This has not been, if these are tournament officials, The Heartland needs to look at their officiating criteria. 45-23. Haynes will bring it up across the timeline. And there's an over and back, no call, and a traveling on Haynes, no call. Off on the left-hand side, that is Stam's put it up and in. Stam has got 12 4 3-pointers tonight. Give Defiance credit. They are really canning the shots. Sturwald, left of the lane to Huff, into the lane, throws up the shot, short. Rebound taken down by Irvin, and a foul will be called on Aaliyah Huff. Dan Benjamin applauds the official for making the call. And now a media timeout will be taken. 5:02 remaining to go in this third quarter. It's now Defiance 48, the Mount 23.
Mount St. Joseph University is the Catholic university on a mission to give education greater purpose. Located on the west side of Cincinnati, the Mount is dedicated to helping students become competent, compassionate, critical thinkers, ready to make a meaningful impact on the world. Nearly 99% of those who earn a degree from Mount St. Joseph University are employed, enrolled in graduate studies, or volunteering within 6 months of graduation. Discover your mission by visiting msj.edu.
People just love the quality from Effin' Good Chicken Tenders on 5102 Crookshank Road in Cincinnati. They use fresh chicken, and it's always hand-breaded with homemade sauces daily. And order the coleslaw. You won't regret it. Ordering out is easy at Effin' Good Chicken Tenders. Order dinner on Facebook right now or call 451-3000. At Effin' Good Chicken Tenders, order up a combo, feed the family, or your sudden drop-in guests. Effin' Good Chicken Tenders, located at 5102 Crookshank Road. Order at 451-3000. Effin' Good Chicken Tenders. Real chicken, real fast, real good.
Well, Dan Benjamin will have 2 timeouts remaining while Defiance has got 3 left. Lions will go with a 2-2-1 full court press down by 25. 48-23. Inbounds pass, Defiance gets it up the floor to Nisha Speed, who's into the ballgame. Speed kicks it over to Haynes, now top of the key to Irvin for the 3. Just grazed the front iron. Rebound loose on the floor, and it'll be a jump ball. Boy, that's the quickest tie-up you're ever going to see in your life. It'll go back to the Mount, but nobody had possession of the basketball, and now what'll there be? Another media timeout. First timeout was taken by the Lions, and now comes the media timeout with 4:51 remaining. And Josh Cruzel is going out to talk to the official, and the official just waves him away, and now the official is going to come over and talk to Josh about the previous call with 4:51 remaining to go in the third quarter of play, and it is all Defiance, 48-23. The Mount shooting just atrociously from the field here in this ball game so far. At the half, they were shooting just 20% from the field, and taking a look at the stats here during this break, the Lions right now are shooting, well, does not want to refresh itself very quickly. So, unfortunately, probably not going to be able to get those for very long. Right now, okay, here we go. 24% for the Mount from the field, 7 of 29, while Defiance shooting 17 of 33 for 51%. 4:51 remaining, 25-point Defiance lead. Winner of this game goes to Lexington on Friday to play Transylvania. With it, Studer gets it off to Huff. Huff dribbles inside the lane, kicks it back outside to Mackenzie Markham, who's back into the ballgame. Now to Haberthy. Haberthy between the circles. Defiance in that man-to-man. Hudson, left of the lane to Huff. Back to Hudson. Hudson to the free throw line. Back to Huff. One dribble. Huff got the ball back, and a traveling violation. It's going to be called against Huff. Should have been a jump ball. Now that one was more of a jump ball than the one at the other end of the floor where they were scrambling for it. Defiance with it. On the right side, it goes to Speed. Up the floor into the front court to Lee. Lee kicks it back over on the left side to Stam. Stam now over on the right side. Lee's going to shoot the 3. Short. Off the front iron. Rebound Haberthy. Haberthy brings it the other way on the run. All the way to the hole. Haberthy got it knocked away, but a foul called by the outside official. And that's going to be against Taylor Haynes, and that will be her first. The underneath official had the better look at it, but the outside official called it. Haberthy line left, shoots it, and that one's no good off the back iron. So the shooting woes continue tonight. Haberthy, 84% from the stripe. Second one, good. Maddie's got 4. Boy, they are going to depend upon her next year. Lions cut the lead in half, 48-24. Speed up the floor, brings it all the way to the right block, kicks it back outside today. Now out front to Irvin. Irvin on the left-hand side, Haynes. Now to Stam for the left wing 3, got it. Stam has got 15. She's got 5 threes tonight, and it's 51-24. Huff with it right of the lane, kicks it off into the right corner to Hudson for the long 3 by Haley, no good, and the rebound taken down by Shelby Stam. Stam gets it off to Haynes. Haynes fending off Haberthy behind the back dribble. Haynes kicks it back outside to Irvin for the long 3 left wing, got it. It is all Defiance. Irvin with 11, and it's 54-24, Yellow Jackets by 30. With it is Haberthy between the circles to Hudson. Bounce pass to Huff. Back over to Hudson. Hudson with the top of the key. Now to Haberthy. She'll drive right of the lane all the way to the hole. Put it up. No, but a foul will be called on the drive. 3:06 remaining. And the foul is called on Ashley Lee. Her first, third against Defiance. Line left again, Haberthy. Eyes it, shoots it. No good off the back iron. Pickens back into the ball game, and Liz Martin leaving Stam. And let's see who else leaves. Haynes. Second one by Haberthy. Good again. I should say good this time. She's 2 for 4 from the line for 5 points. 54-25. Pickens in the backcourt. Gets it off to Irvin, and Irvin, the center, will dribble it across. Gets it off to the free throw line to Pickens. Pickens bounce pass on the left-hand side today. Now to Irvin, top of the key, Martin on the left-hand side. Goes to Lee. Lee back to Pickens, left wing, 10 on the shot clock. Swings it over in the left corner to Speed for the 3. Missed everything. Pickens got the rebound. Pickens on the baseline, threw it up. No, but a foul will be called. And that'll be against Huff. And that'll be the second against Aaliyah, and that's the third. Check out the fourth against the Lions as a team. And Pickens, line right, will go to the line. She puts it up, and it's good. Pickens has got 5 in the ball game. Huff will leave, and Haley Hudson is back in. Pickens came in shooting 55% from the stripe. 2:39 remaining. Second one by Pickens. Missed it, rimmed it in and out. Speed got the rebound. Back up and in. Nisha Speed got the bucket off the offensive glass. 57-25. Hudson between the circles. With the right-hand dribble, now switches to the left hand to Studer. Studer right elbow, back out to Markham for the long 3 by McKenzie. Got it. Mackenzie Markham, her first bucket of the ball game, and it's 57-28, 29-point lead by Defiance. Speed in the backcourt, gets it off to Pickens. Pickens sideline left, down to the left corner outside the arc, now dribbles up top side. Pickens picks up the dribble, gets it over on the left-hand side to Day. Now back out, Speed got the ball knocked free. Speed fell out of bounds and threw it away, and it'll go back to the Lions. Coming into the ball game now is Taylor Day, and checking out will be Speed. They don't play her too much, but basically all Alan King Jr. has done tonight is shuffle players in and out just to try to tire out the Lions, and he's done that. Studer, right of the circle, put up the air ball, but chasing down the rebound was Hudson. Back out to Studer. Left wing Harris, now over in the left corner to Haberthy for 3. Hit the front iron, nope. And the rebound taken down by Taylor Day. Day will dribble out of a crowd up the left side across the timeline. Got the ball knocked free. Picked off the floor by Jaleel Harris. Gets it up the floor into the front court to Stewart. Studer back over to Markham, back to Studer on the right side. 1:19 to go in this third quarter. Hudson hands it off to Studer. Studer top of the key to the left elbow, back over to Jaleel Fair-Harris, put up the shot, blocked out of bounds by Irvin. Ball will stay with the Lions, 15 on the shot clock, 1:11 to go on the game clock. Putting it in play will be Markham. Markham looking, just to the right of the Mount bench. Gets it over to Studer, now back over to Harris. Harris out between the circles to Hudson, 10 on the shot clock. Hudson, top of the key to the right elbow, back outside to Harris, kicks it off to Studer. Studer with the top side, Studer with the right-hand dribble, 2-1, threw up the floater, no good, hit the iron though. Rebound knocked loose on the floor, it'll be a jump ball and it will go back to Defiance. So Defiance will get it back with 53.8 seconds to go in the third. They lead at 57-28. Inbounds to Pickens, gets it back over to Irvin on the right-hand side to Martin, now up to Pickens across the timeline as they break the pressure. Pickens outside the arc, dribbles down to the right baseline, puts up the layup, up and in. Boy, nice move by Pickens. She's got 7, and it's 59-28 Defiance. On the left-hand side, Markham with the right-hand dribble, bounce pass to Hudson, looking underneath. Hudson with it, top of the circle, left wing it goes to Harris. Harris with it, right side Haberthy. Haberthy dribbles up top of the key, stops, bounce pass to Hudson, back to Haberthy, left of the lane, and a foul will be called on the drive. Shot clock will be off, 16.8 left to go in the third. Foul called. Foul's going to be called on Taylor Day, her second. Inbounds pass to Haberthy, top of the circle. Gets it over to Hudson, left wing to Markham for the 3. Left wing got it. McKenzie's got 6, 59-31. Up the floor, Liz Martin. Martin with it. Offer on the left-hand side, Pickens. That's not going to count. It went, but it will not count as the buzzer came before the release of the shot. So we head into the third quarter of play, and this game is all Defiance. It is the Yellow Jackets 59, Mount St. Joseph 31.
16-9.
Yes, 16-9.
It's Rocktoberfest at Jake Swinney Jeep, Tri-County.
During Jeep Adventure Days, get a new Compass Sport as low as 16.9.
Only at Jake Swinney Jeep, Tri-County.
JakeSwinney.com. Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community. Open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10.
Well, this has been ugly from the very beginning of the ball game. Defiance jumped out to a 19-7 lead at the end of one. They led it at the half, 40-18, and now at the end of 3 periods of play, they are on top of it, 59-31. The only saving grace is that the Mount has the basketball to open the fourth and final quarter of play. Markham into Hudson along with Studer, Haberthy, and Sturwald on the floor for the Lions. Haberthy left of the circle for the long 3 around the rim, won't go. Rebound knocked around. Sturwald came away with it, and she's going to be fouled on the play. Brooklyn hustled after it, got the basketball. Foul is called on Sam Irvin. That is her second. Mackenzie Markham will put the ball in play left of her own bucket. Underneath, inbounds the ball out to Hudson between the circles, hands it off to Studer. Studer's going to take it all the way to the hole. The floater put it up from 10, no good. Went in and out, and the rebound taken down by Sam Irvin. Irvin clears it off up the floor into the front court and gets the ball to Stam. Stam with it. And check that, that's Rogers, And Rogers walked, and what are they going to call? Going to be an offensive foul called against Lauren Rogers, and that will be her 4th. Tell you one thing, folks, if Defiance plays like this and shoots like this against Transylvania, that win streak is ending. Can they do it? Doubtful. But if they do, Transylvania better look out. 59-31, 9:20 to go in the season. With the basketball, Haberthy, top of the key to the right wing. Haberthy with the drive all the way on the right side, threw it up, and it's a blocking foul called against Defiance, and Haberthy will go to the line again. And that is going to be a foul called against Shelby Stam, her first. Haberthy goes line left. She's got 5 tonight. 2 for 4 from the stripe, and she'll go to the line shooting 2. Put it up, and it is good. Maddie with 6. 59-32. Second one by Maddie. That one is good. Hit the front iron, bounced high, and fell through. She's got 7. And it's 59-33. Haynes in the backcourt. Lions going to put the pressure on. But they, folks, are pooped. Irvin brings it across the timeline. Now she's going to be double-teamed between the circles. Swings the elbows, no call. Gets a pass stolen away, and what do we have? We have a foul called against the Mount. And that's going to be against Brooklyn Sturwald, I believe. And let's check the scoreboard. Looks like, well, they're going to call in it. Looks like it's going to be against Lainey Studer. Studer gets called for the foul. And Defiance has the ball back. Between the circles, underneath pass, Stam laid it up and in. That's the first shot Stam has taken and made inside the three-point arc this evening. She has got 17. The other way, Hudson fell on her right shoulder, and she is down and writhing underneath, and the officials are going to take a timeout. Of course, there was no foul on that. She got tripped up, and she landed right on the right shoulder. And Rachel Moody is going to have to come in. Hudson down underneath the basket. Of course, that's the shoulder that has bothered her for almost 2 years. That she had so much surgery on over the last 2 seasons and fought so hard to come back this year and play on her senior year. And the trainer looking at her, and now they're going to roll her over to the right side. She's got that brace on her right shoulder, and now she's fighting herself up to her knees. Gets up, and she's going to walk away from the trainer, but she is holding that arm, and she's going to go all the way into the locker room, down the aisleway. Rachel Moody into the ball game, and we may have seen the last of Haley Hudson here at Harrington. Putting it in play, Defiance. They lead it 61-33. Inbounds to Irvin. Irvin will bring it across, and a foul is going to be called on Rachel Moody. Moody gets called for the foul. That is her first. 8:27 to go. Not going to take anything away from Defiance here tonight because they have just played outstanding basketball. They deserve this victory. But if this is the best the Heartland has to offer in a quarterfinal game, put an ad in ZipRecruiter. With it on the right side is Irvin, and Irvin is going to be hit with, she walked, but it'll call a blocking foul against the Lions. Defiance has come out here just ready to play basketball. They have done a fine job. They've shot the ball well. They've played defense well. They've taken everything away from the Lions that they could take away here tonight. They didn't need any help. With it is Haynes on the right side between the circles to Irvin. Irvin now swings it over on the left-hand side to Stam. Now back over to Lee. Lee bounce pass to Day. Day looks to the right, gets it off to Haynes. 14 on the shot clock as they're running as much clock as they can. We're under 8 minutes to go in the ballgame. Haynes is going to drive inside the lane, spin to her left, throw up a semi-hook. Good. And what are they going to call? It will count. And the foul will be against Sturwald. And that will be her fourth. Brooklyn Sturwald with 4. Haynes got the bucket. She has got 12 in the ball game. And Haberthy Mackenzie Markham is back into the ball game. Going line right is Haynes. And she misses the free throw, and then she went over the free throw line and stepped over, so the lane violation negates the free throw anyway. She missed it. 63-33. Defiance with a big lead here tonight in the quarterfinal. They'll go on to play Transy on Friday. Haberthy down to the right baseline, and a foul is going to be called on Pickens. Pickens, Kaylin, gets hit with her second personal foul. Markham will put the ball in play, right of her own bucket for the Lions. I'll tell you one thing, I've got to give Dan Benjamin a lot of credit. He has really stayed involved, yet has decided against really ripping into these guys where he could have on a couple of calls. He has kept his calm. Studer drives right of the lane, gets it off to Harris, outside to Markham for the long three by McKenzie. No good. Rebound saved in by Harris, goes to Studer. 8 on the clock. Off to Haberthy. Down into the left corner to Studer for 3. Got it. Studer with 11. And it's 63-36, 7:05 to go in the ball game. Pickens the other way into the front court. Looks left, looks right. Now goes to Irvin between the circles. Off to Day. Day drives the lane with the left hand. Threw up a scoop shot. No good. Irvin got the rebound. Put it up and in. Irvin has got 13. 65-36, 6:49 remaining. Into the front court. Studer gets it off to Haberthy. Haberthy bounce pass to Markham between the circles. Around a pick by Rachel Moody. Now picks up the dribble. Back outside to Haberthy. Haberthy dribbles right of the circle. Back over to Markham. Markham to the line, to the lane on the left-hand side. Kicks it out to Studer, left wing. Studer around a pick by Markham. Long three by Laney. No good. Too hard. Rebound taken down by Moody, though. Moody gets it to Haberthy for the long three. Nope, as she was falling out of bounds. And the rebound taken down by Pickens. Pickens will dribble it up the floor into the front court on the left-hand side. And it goes to Stam for the long three. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Defiance, but thrown off the leg of Laney Studer, and it will go back to the Yellow Jackets. 6:06 remaining in the season for the Lions. They had 14 wins this year. And let's see what we've got. Going to be a foul called against Jaleel Fair-Harris as she grabbed Stam coming across the middle of the lane and tried to hold her up. That's her first. Stam will go to the line shooting 2. She's got 17 tonight. Eyes it, shoots it, and it is good. 66-36. 6:06 remaining. So if you got 6 on the lottery, you're going to be a winner with it. Second one by Stam, good again. She has got 19 in the ball game to lead the way tonight for Defiance. Studer into the front court. On the left wing, it goes to Haberthy. Under 6 minutes to go. With it is Studer. Studer on the right-hand dribble to the right of the lane, and a timeout is going to be taken by Dan Benjamin, and he is giving the official an earful on an illegal pick. And he takes a timeout to give them even more. So it is going to be a timeout taken by the Lions. 5:53 remaining in the ballgame. It's Defiance 67, the Mount 36.
Stay up to date with all your sports information on UltimateSportsTalk.com. Mount St. Joseph University and Roger Bacon High School sports. Talk about the Cincinnati Reds and Cleveland Indians on the Ohio Baseball Weekly Show every Monday night at 9 during the baseball season. Minute-by-minute scores, opinion articles, stories from the pros, college, and high school levels, including the WWE, MMA, and UFC. Increase your workout level and tickets to any sporting event, all in one spot. Check out UltimateSportsTalk.com every day for your sports fix.
Everyone loves pizza. But when people who love to serve their family recipes come together with people who really love to enjoy them, that's when the magic happens. That's the recipe for happy. Now, who's hungry? La Rosa's Family Pizzeria. The recipe for happy.
Order La Rosa's Pizza now at 347-1111.
5:53 remaining to go in the ballgame. I want to thank Dr. Williams, the president of Mount St. Joseph University, for granting us permission to do these games. For the past 2 years, it's been fun. Unfortunately, it's going to come to an end tonight, but nonetheless, it has been fun, and boy, football is not that far off. On the right side is Studer for the three, hit the front iron, bounced high and came down through. Studer with 14 in the ball game in her final game here in a Mount uniform. Into the front court, stolen away by Studer. Studer brings it up the right side all the way to the bucket, laid it up and in, and she's fouled. Studer with 16. She'll go to the line looking for 17, and it is 67-41. 5:27 to go in this ball game. Studer, line left, puts it up and in. Studer with 17. Full court pressure again put on by the Lions, but Pickens will bring it up against Studer. Dribbles around Studer to the line, to the lane, right side, kicks it back out front to Irvin. Irvin bounce pass to Stam, left of the circle. Stam dribbles to the free throw line, now back over to Pickens, right wing, dribbles to the right elbow, kicks it back out to Stam, right of the circle, now back over underneath to Irvin. Irvin around Moody, laid it up and in. Sam Irvin's got 15 in the ball game, so it's been the Stam and Irvin show. Under 5 minutes to go, 69-42. Defiance with the lead. Right of the lane is Moody. Moody spins into the lane. Left-handed shot blocked by Irvin and out of bounds. 4:46 remaining. Thanks to Steve Ratcliffe, too. He has just been as much help as he could possibly be. Inbounds pass went right by Haberthy, picked off the floor by Stam, and then Stam walked a mile, and they finally did figure out that that is a travel. So the traveling violation gives it back to the Mount. Aaliyah Huff will come into the ballgame. She'll come back in, and Rachel Moody will leave. Steve Radcliffe has been as accommodating and helpful as any athletic director could ever be. Our thanks to him over the past 2 seasons. And we'll get into Blake Watson here in a little bit. With it is Studer. Studer throws it up from 12. Got it. Studer with 19. She may have waited too long to take this game into her own hands. 69-44. Irvin in the backcourt. Got the pass, and a timeout is going to be taken by Defiance. So a timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. 4:24 remaining to go in the ball game. It is Defiance 69, the Mount 44.
Ascent Safety Solutions focuses on preventing injuries before they happen. Ascent partners with employers to create a strong safety culture through ongoing safety evaluations, writing and implementing safety policies and procedures, and OSHA-compliant training. Having challenges on the job site, Ascent provides job site inspections, along with temporary and full-time on-site safety staffing across the nation. Ascent Safety Solutions. Together, we can improve lives and reduce claim costs at the same time. Call Tommy Watkins at 513-351-1222.
Defiance with the basketball out near midcourt, and they inbound it into the backcourt to Pickens. Pickens will bring it into the front court now. Bounce pass to Irvin, left of the front court. Gets it on the left-hand side to Stam. Now top of the key to Day. Day on the right side, Irvin. Irvin with it. Right wing, top of the key, Pickens. On the left-hand side, Day. Check that. That is not Day. Excuse me. That is Lee, and Lee drills it from the left wing. Lee with her first three, and it is 72-44. Out front, Haberthy. Haberthy top of the circle. Goes to the left-hand side to Harris. Now on the left baseline to Studer for three again. Around the rim. Nope. Rebound out of bounds. And let's see who they call it out of bounds on, and it will stay with the Mount. And that brings up the Bronx cheer from the fans. Finally a call goes the Mount's way. 3:48 left to go. Sturwald will put it in play, left of her bucket, inbounds the basketball to Haberthy. Haberthy now between the circles with 3:44 remaining to go in the ballgame. The season is 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. Haberthy top of the key, drives right in the lane, all the way to the hole. Got bumped, and now a foul will be called, and Haberthy will go line left. And the foul is called on Sam Irvin. 3:34 remaining. Haberthy line left with 7. Make it 8. Of course, Blake Watson's the sports information director here. Second one by Haberthy up. That one's good at 2. Maddie with 9. All coming in the second half. And it's 72-46. Bringing it up will be Irvin. Guarded by Huff. And now double teamed by Huff and Studer. Up on top of the key. Got it underneath on the play to Lee. And Lee lays it in. Lee's got 5. 74-46. Defiance. With it is Studer around a pick by Huff. Studer throws it up left side from 12. No good. Rebound taken down by Day. And Day gets it up the floor on the left baseline to Stam for 3. Got it. It is just a shooting clinic here tonight by Defiance. 77-46. Underneath pass to Huff. Huff in the lane. Got the ball knocked away and out of bounds. And it will stay with the Mount. And now wholesale substitutions coming in for Defiance. Brianna Francis, a 5'4 freshman, making her first appearance. She did play in the first 2 games. This is her first appearance tonight. Also in, Liz Martin and Speed. Shauna Speed is into the ball game. Studer lobs it underneath to Huff. Huff kicks it back out to Studer, left wing. Studer down to the baseline, back to Huff, left of the lane, and a foul will be called on Defiance, and that is on Ashley Lee. That'll be her second. 2:39 remaining. What can you say about Blake Watson and his sports information crew? They have been, just like Steve Radcliffe, as helpful as possible. Huff put it up, rimmed it in and out, no good. Everything that we have needed, they have accomplished. Everything that we have wanted, they have accomplished. They have given us all sorts of information. A lot of preparation goes into these broadcasts, folks. And tell you what, Blake and his crew really help things out. Second one by Huff is no good again, and the rebound taken down by Defiance. Into the front court comes Francis. Francis dribbles on the left-hand side, lost the handle, but picked up in the corner by Speed. Speed out to the wing. Over on the right wing, it goes on the left-hand side to Lee, and she drilled the three-pointer. She has got 8, and it is 80-46. Studer the other way to the free throw line, back out to Sturwald, gets it to Haberthy. Haberthy drives the lane. She'll throw it up too hard, and the rebound taken down on the play by Francis. Francis with 2 minutes to go in the ball game, into the front court to Speed. On the left wing, it goes to Stam again for 3. No good, and the rebound taken down by Aaliyah Huff. Gets it off to Sturwald. Sturwald up the floor to Studer. Studer gets it underneath to Huff, and the ball knocked free, taken away by Defiance. Lions with 2 of their 3 seniors. Of course, Haley Hudson left at about the 6-minute mark with that injured shoulder, and we have not seen her since. With the top of the circle is Martin for the long 3, drilled it. Liz Martin with 3. Defiance is going to use a timeout, but that's simply for substitution purposes. Minute 34 remaining in the ball game. Defiance with an 83-46 lead. Lainey Studer is going to leave. Studer, the senior, and Haley Hudson just came out of the locker room to give her fellow senior a hug, and Brooklyn Sturwald out of the ball game also. All 3 of them down at the end of the bench. They have taken this program from virtually nothing to 14 wins, the most this program has had in 15 years. Those 3 will definitely be missed. Huff, 15-footer right side, no good, and the rebound taken down by Defiance. They get it up the floor to Liz Martin. Martin over to Francis. Francis stops with the dribble. Gets it back over on the left-hand side. Now to Speed. Speed inside the lane. Kicks it off on the right-hand side to Francis. And Francis will be fouled, and she'll go to the line. Haley Huff coming into the ball game from Roger Bacon High School also, which is where Aaliyah Huff is from. Haley Huff, a junior, 5'9". Will check in at the next dead ball, which will be after this free throw. Francis, 50% from the stripe this year. Put it up, and it's no good. the only thing Defiance has really been bad at tonight, and that is free throws. From the line tonight, Defiance, 2 for 4, 50%. Second one by Francis is good. It's her first point of the ball game. And with 1:03 to go in the contest, it is 84-46 Defiance. Into the front court comes Harris. Harris, top of the circle. On the right side, Haberthy. Bounce pass goes to Haley Huff. Now back out to Haberthy to the free throw line, right of the lane, all the way to the hole. Dribbled it off her knee. Kicks it back out front to Rachel Moody. Now over to Huff. Haley Huff down to the baseline. Throws it up. On the rim, nope, but a foul will be called on Defiance, and Haley Huff will go to the free throw line. Haley Huff on the year has not been, well, she is 0 for 2 from the line. She'll go to the line looking to hit her first free throw of the year. Put that one up, and it's no good. Now into the ball game for the Mount is Casey Yeager out of Mother of Mercy High School, 5'8" sophomore. She's in for the first time tonight. And then Haley Huff hit the free throw. Her first points. And the Lions are down 84-47. 40 seconds to go in the ballgame. Irvin gets it up the floor into the front court. 35 seconds left to go in the season. Into the lane, Defiance loses it, and a traveling violation will be called. Now, they call that a travel, and that was probably the least travel violation that Defiance has committed tonight. Haberthy gets the inbounds back to Harris. Shot clock and game clock are simpatico. With it is Haley Huff, right of the circle, off to Haberthy, top of the key. Haberthy inside the arc, right wing from 18, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and they'll say it was last touched by Haley Huff. She gets a good laugh out of it. Well, she might as well laugh. Everybody else has been laughing at this all night long. 15 seconds to go. Defiance with the basketball. Liz Martin will bring it up. Off to Francis, all the way to the hole. Stops, gets it back outside. Alan King Jr. says, no more shots, just dribble it out, and that will do it. Your final score here tonight from the Harrington Center, Defiance 84, and the Mount 47. I'm Dave Mitchell. We'll wrap things up for the final time of the year here from the Harrington Center after this.
Every day of the week is a party at J-Tap Sports Bar and Grill at 6441 Glenway Avenue. Start with Saturdays, where J-Taps is your official stop for Mount St. Joe's football before and after the game. On Sunday is the NFL Sunday Ticket. See a different game on every screen. And while you're there, check out the great service while enjoying all the different entrees on the J-Taps menu. It's wing night for Monday Night Football. Tuesday is boneless wing night. And Wednesday, stop by for Gyro Night. It's the place to be. Open every day at 11. J-Tap Sports Bar and Grill at 6441 Glenway Avenue in Cincinnati. Life should be enjoyed, so get up and start. At Iron Sharpens Iron Personal Training, they develop a healthy relationship with you and provide a positive, encouraging environment to train. The staff at Iron Sharpens Iron will set up a personal training system that fits you and you alone, and your first session is free. Are you ready to have fun and get in shape? Iron Sharpens Iron serves the greater Cincinnati area. Check them out at isi-pt.com. That's isi-pt.com, or call them today at 513-748-1538. Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community. Open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10.
The School of Health Sciences at Mount St. Joseph University is a proven leader in healthcare education. The Mount offers bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees in nursing, including a blended online RN to BSN program and the innovative MSN Magellan program. For nearly 100 years, Mount St. Joseph University has produced outstanding healthcare professionals. Learn more at msj.edu/healthsciences.
So your final score here tonight, it was Defiance 84 and the Lions 47 here this evening. The Lions end up the regular season and the tournament, the 2018-19 year, with a final record of 14-12, the most wins that they've had in 15 years under head coach Dan Benjamin. Congratulations, but they say goodbye to three very important seniors. Lainey Studer, who ended up with 19 points tonight. Haley Hudson, who had to leave the game with that right shoulder injury again. She ended up with 4. And Brooklyn Sturwald, who left tonight's ball game scoreless. They lose those three seniors, but they have got some promising athletes coming back for next season. Meanwhile, Defiance, they're going to move on with a 10-16 overall mark in the tournament. They will play on Friday evening at Transylvania down in Lexington at 6 o'clock against the Pioneers. And good luck to them. And I'll tell you one thing, if they play like they did tonight, they shot 56% from the field on 24 of 43. They were 9 of 21 from three-point range in the contest. And they just destroyed the Lions in every facet of tonight's ball game, holding the Lions to only 27% shooting here tonight. The Lions end up losing it by a final of 84-47. We will wrap things up from the Harrington Center right after this final timeout.
Stay up to date with all your sports information on UltimateSportsTalk.com. Mount St. Joseph University and Roger Bacon High School sports. Talk about the Cincinnati Reds and Cleveland Indians on the Ohio Baseball Weekly Show every Monday night at 9 during the baseball season. Minute-by-minute scores, opinion articles, stories from the pros, college, and high school levels, including the WWE, MMA, and UFC. Increase your workout level and tickets to any sporting event, all in one spot. Check out UltimateSportsTalk.com every day for your sports fix.
Well, as always at this time, we thank several people, including Dr. Charles Williams, for allowing us to broadcast these ball games. We will be back again next year, God willing, to do the football and basketball games for you. To Steve Radcliffe, the athletic director here at the Mount, to Blake Watson and his entire sports information department crew. Our thanks to all of the sponsors who joined us this year to bring you these ball games. Our thanks to each and every one of them. And please let those sponsors know that you enjoyed listening to the broadcast this year. And we'll be back next year where the football team will look for their second consecutive Heartland Conference football championship. That'll begin the first weekend, as always, in September, Labor Day weekend. Our thanks to Greg Mitchell for producing tonight's program. But most of all, our thanks go out to you folks for listening. You have introduced yourself, a lot of you, to me throughout the year, and I'm certainly glad that you have. Our listenership has been extremely good this season. Thank you for that, and we hope to bring you an even more improved and better product next year here at Mount St. Joseph University. So the Lions go down to defeat. Your final score here tonight, Defiance 84, Mount St. Joseph 47. The Lions end up 14-12 on the season. Until next year, I'm Dave Mitchell. Have a good night, everybody. You've been listening to an UltimateSportsTalk.com presentation of Mount St. Joseph